because y'all know what it is.
CNN Trap News Network.
I was with Big Trapper.
I flex with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
No, but wait. But since this Jefe statement of probable cause have dropped, have we talked about it yet or no?
No, we didn't. So I want you to enlighten me a little bit more, because even when you do, I haven't seen an actual tape and Jefe doing anything of that sort that he's
Okay,
accused
gotcha.
of.
So let me pull up the statement of affidavit. So first off, I'll break it down for you, right? And if you need to see the actual statement, I'll show it to you. So the police described exactly what took place. They said at about 6 p.m., the victim
BJ, you know I gotta give him the previews before I give him the movie.
arrived at the unlicensed dispensary that he works at. He arrived at about 6:40-ish. At about 7:50, the first person arrived at the scene, right? And I think the first person was Steve.
Now, before we get into this, I want you to just not listen to anything Flakko says about specifics, dates, times. Throw that out the window. Get the big picture. Get the big picture, because he's already not saying the correct time. So we're just going to bypass this and we're going to focus on what we're actually here for, the title, the young Jefe, you know what I'm saying, video. You know what I'm saying? And it's BJ, cousin, you got to stop calling this nigga Young Jefe. You got to stop calling, you're not going to stop, but you make my girl laugh every time you call this man Young Aunt Jefe. It's Jefe.
His Irvas ultimately stole the weed money from the car. Now, the first person.
And here's another thing. It wasn't weed money, Flakko. It was rent money, stupid.
No, well, so, okay. The first suspect arrived at 7:50.
Is this is this all based off of footage timestamp?
Yeah, right. Ed Jefe and Johnny Gray arrived at 9:33 p.m. 9:33 p.m. Now, within 10 minutes, from 9:33 to 9:45 p.m., they said Ed Jefe got out the car. Johnny Gray got out the car. Ed Jefe attempted to intervene between a conflict between the victim who died and an unidentified suspect. Now, within trying to intervene that conflict, Johnny Gray took off on.
That's not what the police report said. That's not what the police report said. What the police report said was it was a back and forth 1-2 step like Sierra. Young Aunt Jefe stepped in, was trying to be the cooler head amongst the situation amongst the two individuals. He got the situation to temporarily disperse and calm down, and then he proceeded off to do whatever it is he did or didn't do. And then after some time had passed, the conversation heated back up, and then so forth and so on. So again, Flakko's details of the situation are being deliberately used by him as a tactic to paint these dudes as monsters, animals, floof, lammers, skulldugers, and larceners. And I'm not saying that, they are, that they're not. I'm not here to fight right or wrong. I'm just here to give you the actual facts of what happened. So Flakko is giving his version of the truth, whereas I will just tell you what is on the actual paperwork. No opinion, no bias.
On the victim. Bah! And when the victim fell, Johnny Gray kicked his head in multiple times, just bah, 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 nonstop. Straight kicks to the head, nonstop.
Yeah, and nowhere in the police report does it say that. Nowhere in the police report does it say that.
Now, Ed Jefe, when the victim fell, while Johnny Gray is kicking him, Ed Jefe began to punch him while the victim was on the ground.
Unfortunately, the police report doesn't say exactly in what manner Young and Jefe allegedly did or didn't, participate in this situation. but it did say that he was an active participant. Now, did he say any specifics as punching and, yeah, young Aunt Jefe jumped off the top turnbuckle with a blah, blah, blah? No. But unfortunately, it did mention young Aunt Jefe as being a participant in this situation, according to a police report. That young Aunt Jefe is maintaining as a false police report by the officer, who is actually having some situations under his own. Random off-topic, on-topic note, the officer involved in this is actually going through a lot of internal affairs investigation, has had a lot of his arrests thrown out because they've been corrupt, and he's actually been charged with stealing yugs and money from criminals that he's apprehended. So that's actually another thing that he's actually having going on right now.
And Jefe is on camera, Maurice Sherman.
Yeah, Flakko looks down a lot because he wants to make sure he's repeating it exactly the way that Wack wants him to, but I'm going to shut my mouth.
Punching a victim while he's on the ground. Afterwards,
he was previously trying to intervene and break it up.
No, it's a conflict between the victim and an unidentified suspect. So we don't know if they point up and say, hey, bruh, chill, leave him alone. We here for our business.
So the question Jack asked was, I said I'm going to shut up, but I'm not because Flacco's not going to answer the question. The question he asked was young Ant turning up or turning down? It started off, according to the police report, that young Ant was trying to turn down the situation. According to the police report, they said that he later participated in an already active situation that he did not necessarily start. But according to a police report that, again, young Ant Jefe is maintaining as false, said that he was a participant in the situation.
You handled this a little later, we don't know, but he intervened between a conflict between a victim and an unidentified suspect. It's unclear if that conflict had anything to do with the Jefe and Johnny Gray conflict with him. But once Johnny Gray took off, Jefe also joined in and beat him up as well. Now, while the victim is lying on the ground unconscious, Jefe, he pointed to Theus Urban and said, yo, go into his car. And
now, that is a blatant lie. Because for Flakko to say that young Aunt Jefe pointed, Flakko was this way, I got to point this way. It's mirrored, I got to point this way. For Flakko to say, because I was going this way, because on my side is this side, but for y'all it's this way. For Flakko to say that young Aunt Jefe pointed at any one particular person and gave an order to go get something is not true. That is not what the police report said. That will make young Aunt Jefe a co-conspirator and BJ, you the lawyer in the room, but that would put a whole bunch of other charges on young Ant that he's not charged with. Young Ant is charged with the 1-8, I believe it's 189 felony murder. You feel me? Let me see. I think it's 189. Let's get this penal code correct because I don't want to flock out. You feel me? I don't want to flock out. I ain't flocking out giving y'all wrong information. So let me make sure I say this correctly. In a short sentence, as if I'm 10 years old, explain to me what California Penal Code 189 is.
So imagine if someone is doing something illegal, like a robbery, and someone ends up dying because of it. Penal Code 189 says that counts as murder, even if they didn't mean for anyone to get hurt.
And that's felony murder, right?
Exactly. That's what they call felony murder. It's when a death happens during certain serious crimes. Even if you didn't plan the death, it's treated as murder under the law.
So if somebody's charged with felony murder, for example, they're charged with felony murder because somebody was fighting and a group of men jumped on him and one man kicked him and it resulted in his death, he will be charged with a 189?
Yes, that's the idea. Even if that person only kicked once, if it happened during a crime that led to someone's death, they could be charged under that law.
Now, let me ask you this question. If they also told someone, in addition to kicking the person, they also told another person to go into the victim's car and take their money, would they be charged with that as well, in addition to the 189?
Yes, they could face additional charges. Telling someone to take the victim's stuff would likely add a separate charge like robbery or burglary on top of the felony murder.
So, last and final question. If the paperwork only says that they're charged with the 189, the felony murder, is it safe to say that they never told anyone else to steal anything from the car? Otherwise, the police report would show that they've been charged with it.
It's not always that simple. Sometimes not all charges are listed right away. They could still be investigated or charged later. But if the report only mentions felony murder, that's the main charge they're dealing with right now.
If at no point it mentions that the person told someone to steal from them, is it clear that they're not being charged with it?
If it's not mentioned in the charges or report,
Wait,
then it's
hold
likely
on.
they aren't.
If he's charged with 187A, I'm sorry, if he's charged with California law PC 187A, what does that mean?
That one just means they're charged with regular murder. Basically, they're accused of intentionally killing someone, whether or not another crime was happening.
So with that all being said, none of that has anything to do with them not being charged or a police report not mentioning them telling someone to commit a robbery.
Exactly. If the report doesn't mention them telling someone to commit a robbery, it just means that particular charge isn't being brought up.
So in a simple answer, if somebody's telling the story and they're adding this extra piece of information saying that they told someone to commit a robbery, is it safe to say that that person is a liar?
It's not always safe to jump straight to calling them a liar. It could be a misunderstanding, or the details just aren't in the official report.
ChatGPT, I love your political correctness, but this nigga lying, fool.
I hear you. At the end of the day, if someone's adding wild details that just don't line up with what's on record, yeah, you're going to side-eye that story.
All right, so the difference is intention behind it. 187A is meaning you meant to catch the body. 189 say you didn't mean to catch the body. Either way it go, the body was thrown, and the body was caught. With that all being said, man, let's get back to whatever lie Flakko was telling.
And grab that bag. Now the bag had, according to...
Oh yeah, my ChatGPT code switch all the time. For sure. Like it's Trap GPT. BJ, you won't be in here rocking with us. Oh, my ChatGPT code. It code switch like a feather mucker. All the homies know.
The rent money for the dispensary, but I think it was much more than a rent money. I think it was like the money that they made for the day at the dispensary, right? And they had it in that bag. And Jefe pointed to the dude and said, "Yo, go grab that bag." Dude went into the car, grabbed the bag, and brought it out and gave it to Jefe. So now they got Jefe being a part of like the beating, as well as Jefe being the orchestrator and the leader of the robbery, right? Because dude robbed the car on behalf of Jefe. Now, all of this is captured on camera, all of it. So now this narrative, because T-Raw tried to push this, yo, bro, it was just there, bro. He didn't do nothing. And nah, man, wrong place, wrong time. Oh, nah, man, on groove, bro, nah, man. Hold on, T-Raw. Hold on, T-Raw. This is not that. Said not only was Ant a participator in the beatdown. Now, I'll be real. I don't think Ant punch to the head killed it. I think Johnny Gray kicking his in his head repeatedly while he's on the ground. I feel like that right there is like what killed him. That, or when he fell, he probably hit.
Nigga, how are you on the internet saying what yerked somebody? Whoa, officer. Face ass, look at face ass, nigga. What's wrong? Face ass nigga, boy. You trick. Whoa. No, that's not what did it to him. This is what did it to him. I'm sure this is what did it to him. I was there. I seen it. Goodness gracious. Cooperating witness number one. What's up with you, my boy?
His head when he fell, right? But yeah.
And then the cold part about it, this piece of information is not in the actual police report. This is satire. This is 100%. Look at him. Face ass. Face. What's wrong with you? None of this is in the police report. What you've been saying for the last 30 seconds is not in the police report. All this, yeah, and so-and-so repeatedly did this, and so-and-so repeatedly did that. Nigga. They finna start calling Flakko as a star witness. Star witness, man. That nigga Flakko gonna be in the courtroom. Flakko gonna come in. Here I go. Here I go. Nigga gonna come in smoking a Black and Mild, orthopedic pants and shoes, Reebok Tech. You feel me? Like, take the wave cap off. Put the big fly, go spark the black. He gonna freak it a little bit before he spark it. Here I go. This nigga Flakko. Boy.
Jefe is on camera doing everything they are accusing him of doing.
What
It's
is the
bad, bro.
what was the incident originally for? Did anybody figure that out? Why did they?
No.
I
Why
thought it
was
was a
anybody
DP
over
at
there?
first.
Well, they're claiming it's a DP. I'm saying I don't think that is leaving a dead unconscious on the road over a DP, homie. And now
Show a mystical salute.
robbing another DP, right? Is either a put off, but who's putting off a 51-year-old from like off the set?
What if he was a pedo or something?
Well, he was. He is a okay. He is a registered sex offender.
Good Lord.
That's what I'm gonna say. All right. God bless the dead. God bless the dead, bro. You feel me? But he was a registered sex offender. And the offense was like forceful at a concert.
What if he did it again? What?
He's like the most uncredible source. CB, we see you in here, fool. He is like the most uncredible source, bro. Like, this nigga, if Flakko don't even care about credibility. You feel me? Like, goodness gracious.
Never mind. That's great.
And that's definitely not the Carl Welch from the same. That's BJ. That's a good point. It's not the Carl Welch, because if it was the same Carl Welch, the names wouldn't be spelled different. They'd be spelled exactly the same. Exactly the same. I guarantee. Trust me, I've had multiple cases in multiple counties. I've been on the run for assault and batteries, at the same time catching charges for possession of sales of controlled substances. On every single warrant, my name was spelled the exact same way. Every single time. Jason, I see you, fool. So I would assume that, like myself, the district attorney and or justice system would deem it appropriate to spell Carl Welch's name the exact same way in every scenario that he is involved with, especially in a scenario where he's involved, where he's being accused of and convicted of a grape soda. You feel me? You would think so, but, you know, it's spelled differently. So it's safe to assume that it's probably not the same person. But with that being said, that doesn't make for an interesting story from Flakko.
Yeah, from the
You think so were they running a dispensary together? Like, is that why they were?
I'm not sure. Like, that was not discussed. But I do know that Jefe does have his own dispensary, right?
Why would you say that? But wait, young Jefe does have his own dispensary, right? Nigga! What's wrong with you? Why are you trying to...
Or maybe that like dispensary and dispensary are connected, but yeah, right? Jefe.
Nowhere in the police report did it say anything about young Jefe owning and operating a dispensary. Why would Flakko even mention that?
Now we kept our hope for as long as we could. I kept our hope, okay? I said, man, I don't think, man, bro, maybe Jefe. Now, again, I never said this publicly because again, you innocent, free you. If you're guilty, right? Like, man, listen, I'm not advocating for nobody who murdered somebody to be free, homie. Not happening. But I came out and said, man, this don't appear to be the character of Jefe. Bro, Jefe is a good dude, a laid back dude. He gets the money, he gets paper, he does YouTube. This don't seem like him coming to DP somebody, but it looks like this was like a robbery and quite possibly a put off. Cause like I could see whooping somebody like badly, and as they lay unconscious, they robbed them if like it's a put off because you're not a homie no more. But a DP,
We don't know what the guy did to him though. Maybe he did something. Maybe this is get back to something.
Man,
but did it look like the guy? Did it look like the guy expected this? Like he saw it coming, or it was like a setup?
Bro, right? Because look, according to the words of the document, they came and congregated for 10 minutes.
Right.
So if they congregated for 10 minutes, right, then that means that they talked about something in that 10 minutes. He expected something. So maybe he thought this was a DP, and they came and they gave him something more.
He probably didn't
Hey,
think it was the DP. He probably
is
thought
it?
this was a meeting, and it went
Hey,
left.
hey, is it justified if he did that again, sexually again, or anything that has to do with any pedo
Hell nah,
allegation?
man. Hey, listen, man. Call the police, bro. Listen, call the police and get the locked up if he out here touching on kids again, man. All right, get him locked up. Listen, man, look, bro. Like the police ain't never saying.
And it's crazy because I don't think that guy was doing that. I don't think that they was doing that because the names are spelled wrong. And I would only imagine that if the names were spelled the same, it would be the same guy. So the dude that is, being told that he was having these bad charges and all this 1-2 stepping and blah, 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 they saying that his name ain't spelled the same. And I'm saying that his name ain't spelled the same. So I don't think that is the same person. I don't understand why we keep, putting these charges on this unalive man. And,
Oh, well, man. Oh, well, hey, man, he was a sex offender, man. Man, thank you guys for killing him. We appreciate it. Man, listen, man. They say, okay, cool. One gang member dead, that's a plus. Now you is going to a jail for life. That's a plus too. Dog, let the police do their job. Because again, you don't even know if the new accusations was real. Man, listen, bro, fam. These 4 or 5 murders on Jefe after he got arrested. Imagine if a said, hey, yo, we heard Jefe kill 4 word, I bet we slotted. Just based off of rumors. Right? So hence, even if you heard something, you have the police investigate, have them do their job, have them come, work, right, and like figure out if this nasty something again.
God damn it.
Right?
They got to fight that in the court of law still for me to believe what's going on. He would have to get found guilty in the court of law right now for me to actually believe what's going on. I'm sorry.
See what that was that 10-minute conversation.
Man, Flakko still hasn't seen the footage.
That's what we got to figure out the details of. That's what happened. The 10-minute conversation was left. Somebody owed somebody money. Somebody found out.
Now, very true. This clown says, let the police do their job, but was showing a taco stand video the very next day. That is 100% truth. You can't say, let the police do their job, and then you outline a beating that didn't take place. You can't say, let the police do their job, then you outline a taco stand shooting that had nothing to do with the person that we're talking about. You can't say, let the police do their job, and then you outline a robbery that he never orchestrated. Like, brother, you doing the police job, and you're doing a terrible job at the police's job. You're like the worst officer ever. Worst officer ever. Every case that you have, thrown out in court. He didn't do a proper search. You like a DA's worst nightmare. They hate officers like you. Tighten up, Flakko. There's so much interesting going on in the truth. We don't need the lies. I've said that so many times. There's so many things going on in our space that are true. We don't need to inflate them with stupid lies. The truth is dumb enough. Trust me. The truth is dumb enough. We don't have to conflate the truth with stupid lies. We have enough stupidity in our truths, in our universe. We don't got to lie about it.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Now, listen, I'm going to say this, though. I got the 2 homies called Shagadi, Shafa, and Fredo, right? Now, this was 20 or 2019. Shagadi and Fredo was accused of murdering this guy in Philly called Nana Opu. Like he was like
I wouldn't even trust Flakko word on food. Look at how he treat his own body. I wouldn't want to put nothing that he put in his body into my body. What? When I take my clothes off, my girl be like, ooh, baby, you look so wooty bam. I'm in the gym, I'm fighting, I'm working out. Man, what? I don't train 4 hours a day to eat what Flakko eat. What? I don't get up and fight for 2 hours a day after training to look like Flakko. I would never trust Flakko's food advice. I don't want to look like that. That is disgusting. You feel me? Is there actually a video? We don't know, but we're going to find out together.
A really like famous guy in the African community.
K. Shine, are you actually a lawyer?
Right. So they sent girls to like Nana crib. The girls was apparently like to like distract them or to hang with them, and when they come like to the door, the girls will let them in. So, but the dude had cameras at his house, so he's chilling with the girls. Now the girls were underage, by the way, that he was chilling with. So, feel bad for that shit at all. So when Shy and them came to the house, the girls opened up the door. Now Nana came out once he heard the door open. He came out and boom, and he got shot. Now, Shy and Fredo walked into the house on camera, jumped over the body, went searching for some things, and took whatever and left. Now, when you watch them on camera, oh, that's yeah, like that's Shot and that's Fredo. They like right, like we know these that's them. But man, boy, now the girls was telling, the driver of the car was telling about 4 witnesses, right? 4 people involved in this was snitching. So Shaw said, man, 4 snitching? Man, give me a plea. Take but 20 to 40, bro. I'm straight. Bro, right? Listen, but Fredo said, man, I'm taking it to trial. 20. Man, listen, bro, 20 is a life sentence, right? I'm in my 20s, bro. I'm not doing it. Bro, Fredo went to trial
and beat it
with folks taking a stand against him, camera footage, and he beat it. And my who I'm the closest with, right? Like Shot, like, man, that's
How did he beat it? He said it wasn't him. How did he beat it?
They couldn't identify him.
Yeah, for me, like again, he said it again, cause look, and he brought no phones with him. He brought nothing.
But maybe your boy must have been the one texting the girls. Like they must have had something like, yo, like we got the text.
Dog said, bro, listen, bro, fair, bro, listen, bro, Shaw, like, bro, like, Shaw and me was so close, bro. Bro, Shaw was in my house.
What the hell are you talking about?
Case. Well, you don't.
Nobody cares about that.
Don't have any footage. You're just reading the alphabet.
Okay, here it is.
So if you know that, and you have experience with these kind of cases that'll turn over into your favor, why are you so adamant about Jefe being guilty on this case when you don't have any footage? You're just reading the affidavit. I don't.
So T-Rail is calling Flakko out for not actually having any footage. Wow. So Flakko does not have any footage. He lied. Who would have thought? Flakko lied to us. COD absolutely flammed it. COD absolutely flammed it. Who would have thought that Flakko lied to us? Just disgusting.
Even get what you be talking.
This is y'all trusted source? Alpha David. My man, Alpha David. Man. Not affidavits. Alpha David. Chad, are y'all surprised that Flakko lied to us about having footage? He's trying his hardest to crack the case, but doesn't have any footage. But doesn't have any actual footage, doesn't have any flu, flammery, skullduggery, or larceny attached to this situation. Chad, what y'all think?
Talking about Flakko, it just be clickbait, man. You gotta stop.
No. Here's the
difference. Called him out. Man, you gotta stop. Let me run it back though.
Bro, when I tell you, if Shy has regrets, because if Shy would have knew, he would have taken him to court as well. Bro, if the next to me on the camera, jumping over the body with me, if that is the case, then why not take man? I said, bro, I have never seen 4 people involved in the body come and take a stand and say, yeah, he did it.
So if you know that, and you have experience with these kind of cases that'll turn over into your favor, why are you so adamant about Jefe being guilty on this case when you don't have any footage? You're just reading the affidavit. I don't even get what you be talking about, Flakko. It just be clickbait, man. You gotta stop.
No. Here's the difference though between the Jefe case and this. Now this was a dark room. They came into a house that was dark, right? Now, there was like a tad bit of light, but it was still, you feel me, like dark, right? But again, we could still see, because again, these is 2 we've known our entire life. I can pick shot out of a lineup. So yeah, those two.
Yeah.
But if it's a little bit darker though, right?
You're not on the jury.
Exactly. But if you telling me they did this outside, they like, what man, come on, huh? Man, nigga, come on. Man, come on.
So basically, everybody on the chat is acknowledging the fact that Flakko's just a lying skulldugger, flu flammer, and larcener. They're just blatantly acknowledging this point that this, Flakko's just a liar. That's what he does. He has no actual information. He has no actual proof. He has no actual footage. He has nothing to back up these claims that he's swearing against young and Jefe. He's just saying what he wants to be the truth for his viewership and for his membership and for his fan base. Got it.
Man, man, come on, son. You feel me? Man.
We gonna see though, man. He gotta be guilty in a court of law, homie.
And listen, bro, Ed Jefe is a podcaster too. Ed Jefe probably has more pictures and videos of him on the internet than probably any other murder case, probably other than David. In the history of Earth, I don't think Ed Jefe gonna make out good with this one. I'm sorry.
He said young and Jefe basically has the worst case in the history of Earth. Goodness gracious.
We gonna see.
Yeah,
gonna
man.
see.
We're gonna see. Maybe this
We gonna
footage
see.
is the get on him first or something, because you know what I'm saying? You never know, something might come out.
Yeah, fast.
You know what I'm saying? Some kind of self-defense or something like that. He felt the right to do, pull a weapon. I don't know. Never
Man,
know.
I wasn't there. That's the case, man. That ain't me.
Right.
I don't know who the ball is.
I ain't gotta be there, man. These 40 years, man. Man, this shit bad. And the robbery too. Yo,
Come on.
Listen,
How are you putting this robbery on this nigga when he is not even being charged or even looked at for this robbery?
But listen, yo, here's why it's bad too, yo. And base offense level, right? His base offense level is probably already high, right? So once you add in like the enhancements and the priors and the relevant conduct, PSR about to be in the 30s to get his double life. This shit is crazy. Dog, do you understand? Bro, I cried my eyes out for my head. I couldn't believe I doing this, cried my eyes out.
I cried my eyes out. It's sick.
And I just like, bro, man. And like, when you
Spoken
get
word
mad,
poetry.
bro, man, I'll be real, bro. I couldn't believe it.
See why they call you Poetic Flakko now, bro.
Yeah, man, bro. I cried my eyes out. But you feel me, man?
Actor
that's life,
mode.
man.
Right.
We
All
a party
performative
here,
ass
man.
nigga, man.
That's
Yeah.
life, man.
That is sick. That is sick. That is sick. Chat, y'all stay and kick it, man, because I got something else I want to show y'all that y'all gonna think is interesting. Red dots to the left. You know the rest, man. Go. Network, I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We go.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboards. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Got Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Wow. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Frank is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.